Hello, dear soul. Welcome to this sacred space where we come together to explore the profound connections within us. Take a moment to settle into your being. Let your body relax and your heart open. Inhale deeply and slowly exhale, releasing any tension or worries from the day. Allow yourself to be present with us, for this moment is about you. Today, we are diving deep into the heart of something that can truly transform your life: the powerful connection between self-care, self-compassion, and serenity. Have you ever stopped to wonder, why is serenity sometimes so hard to find? We often look for peace in the external world, in accomplishments, in the busyness of life. But what if I told you that true serenity is something already within you, waiting to be nurtured? Let me ask you this: how have you been treating yourself lately? Are you kind to yourself, or do you push yourself endlessly, believing you must always do more? We live in a world that often asks us to give everything, but we forget that true strength comes from within. Self-care is not just about taking a break from the world. It's about honoring our body, mind, and spirit in every moment. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, what do I need today to feel cared for? Maybe it's a quiet moment, maybe it's a walk in nature, or maybe it's simply sitting in silence with your thoughts. There is no right or wrong answer. Just listen to your inner wisdom. Now let's talk about self-care. It's so much more than bubble baths and pampering, though those are beautiful ways to care for yourself too. True self-care is about nourishing your soul, giving your body what it needs, and aligning your mind with peace. It's about recognizing that you are worthy of love and respect. When you care for yourself, you are telling the universe, I am enough as I am. Have you ever given yourself permission to truly rest? Resting not because you're tired, but because you deserve to be still. Self-care is in the small moments, putting down your phone to be present with yourself, taking time to breathe deeply, letting go of any expectations. It's in taking a moment to appreciate the fact that you are here, you are alive, and you are enough. Let's pause for a second and reflect together. When was the last time you looked at yourself with eyes full of love and understanding? Not with judgment, not with frustration, but with the softness of compassion? Sometimes we are our own harshest critics. We forgive others, but do we forgive ourselves? This brings us to self-compassion. It's a deep, spiritual practice that invites us to embrace ourselves fully, imperfections and all. Self-compassion is not about being perfect. It's about accepting ourselves in all our humanity. It's about seeing the parts of us that need healing and offering those parts love and care. Have you ever been truly compassionate with yourself when you've made a mistake? Instead of berating yourself, what if you held yourself with tenderness, understanding that mistakes are simply lessons, not flaws? Each time we treat ourselves with compassion, we create more space for serenity in our lives. Let's imagine something together. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a beautiful, serene lake. The water is calm, reflecting the sky, perfectly still. You know that this water is like your inner peace. When you nurture it with compassion and care, it stays still, clear, and full of light. But when we are harsh with ourselves, the water becomes choppy, full of ripples and disturbance. The more we practice self-compassion, the clearer the water becomes. It's a reflection of the peace we can cultivate inside. So I ask you, how can you bring more compassion into your daily life? When you feel frustration or self-doubt arising, how can you gently remind yourself that you are doing your best, and that is enough? Now, let's explore serenity, that sweet, quiet sense of peace that we all long for. Serenity isn't something that happens outside of us. It's a state of being that we create through the choices we make each day. It is born from the care and compassion we offer ourselves. What does serenity feel like for you? Is it a deep breath, a moment of stillness, or perhaps the soft smile you give yourself in the mirror? Serenity can be found in every small act of self-love. When you prioritize self-care and practice self-compassion, serenity becomes a natural part of your life. Think about this for a moment. When was the last time you allowed yourself to be still without feeling guilty? To simply be, without the need to do anything? Serenity isn't about being perfect. It's about being present with who you are in this very moment. Serenity comes when you give yourself permission to rest, to breathe, to simply exist without the weight of the world on your shoulders. Imagine if we all allowed ourselves to live like this, to give ourselves the permission to rest, to feel, to be gentle with ourselves. This is how we create inner peace. This is how we create serenity. It's in the way we care for ourselves and the compassion we extend to our own hearts. So now, I want you to reflect on this question. What's one thing you can do today to nurture yourself? It could be a small act of kindness towards yourself, maybe saying something loving, taking a break, or simply being kind in your thoughts. You are worthy of this. And here's a small but powerful invitation. What would it be like if you committed, starting today, to one act of self-care every day? It doesn't need to be big, perhaps 5 minutes of quiet breathing or taking a walk outside. Every moment counts. Remember, serenity is not a destination, it is a way of being. It is something we can experience every day by nurturing our souls with care and compassion. Before we end, I want to remind you of something very important. You are worthy of all the peace you seek. Serenity is not a far-off dream. It is here, waiting for you to embrace it through self-care and self-compassion. If this video has resonated with your soul, I invite you to share it with others who may need to hear this message. We are all in this journey of growth together, and I'd love to hear from you. How do you practice self-care? What's one act of compassion you're going to give yourself today? If you felt connected to this video, please don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel so you can continue walking this path of peace, serenity, and love with us. Your support helps this community grow, and I'm so grateful to have you here. Until we meet again, dear soul, may you find the peace, love, and serenity that you so deeply deserve. You are light. You are love. You are enough.